2 Corinthians chapter 3, verses 4. It is important that you know who we are. And such trust have we through Christ to God's word. Next verse. Not that we are sufficient of ourselves to think anything as of ourselves, but our sufficiency, the word is incarnatus, is of God. The word sufficient is ability, capacity. It's of God. My ability, my capacity is of God. So the things I do is not my energy. I told you that you cannot run the race of the spirit with the energy of the flesh. So it is God that embodies us. It is God that equips us. This thing flowing in us is not blood, it's spirit. Who am I talking to? Manto Kabrahaxis. So I spend spirit. You know why? Because out of Talekosia, the abundance of the heart, the man speaks. So Jesus said, the word that I speak, they are spirits. So the so when I speak spirit, because that's what I'm made of. I am of God. The Bible says you are of God, little children, and I've overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. There is the he that is in you that is not in the world. Am I talking to somebody? So that he that is in you is your ability, is your capacity. So the Bible said in Philippians chapter 4 verse 13, right? I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. So he is the one that enables us, and that enablement is by spirit. So the Christian is not supposed to fail. The Christian is not supposed to be limited. The Christian is not supposed to be sick. The Christian is not supposed to be broke. The Christian is not supposed to be poor. The Christian is not supposed to be down. So I don't go down, I go up always. Why? Because there's an ability that is in me. I have the life of God in me. You didn't hear me, you would have said so with me. I have the life of God in me. My ability is not of me. The things you see me do is not my ability. It is of God. So God don't get tired. God don't go broke. God is not limited. He is unlimited. The Bible says all things are of God. In him do all things consist. And we are complete in him, who is the head of all principalities and power. Who am I preaching to this evening? So you go back to where we are reading in 2 Corinthians chapter 3. Say, and has made us able ministers of the New Testament. Has made us able ministers of the New Testament. Who also had made us able what? Lukewarm ministers, sluggish ministers, sufferhead ministers, struggling ministers. We are not a struggling people. Now, if you miss me now, you miss this service. This is where I want to be. In your presence, oh God. Who have made us able ministers of the New Testament, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. For the letter killeth, but the Spirit giveth life. The Spirit giveth life. The Spirit giveth life. The Spirit giveth money. The Spirit giveth house. The Spirit giveth school fees. The Spirit giveth life. You came to acceptance conference. There's an oil of joy. There's an oil of testimony. There's an oil of breakthrough. There's an oil of deliverance. It's coming. Who am I talking to? He said he anointed me to preach the gospel. He sent me to heal the brokenhearted, preach deliverance to the captive, and the recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised. He got to verse 19. He said, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord. Whose Lord? That Spirit. That Spirit. He said he was sent to come and tell you about the year of that Spirit. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day. Manto Shapataya. John said, I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day. So, and that Lord is the Spirit. So the Spirit is entering somebody to your hostel. The Spirit will enter you into your car, enter you into your business center. So as you are addressing your business, it is not you, it is the Lord, it is that Spirit. They'll be wondering where your inspiration is coming, because you have met that Spirit. Who am I talking to? Raise that sound. Raise it.